The other day I got thinking about the CEO of a large American company who, several years ago, forced his managers to eat dog food that the company produced. They were expected to do it, supposedly, to prove the quality of the food and their belief in the products and the company. And because he said so. They were not offered a choice, and if they did not do it, they were fired. Now, I'm not talking about the phrase dog fooding that companies use these days. That basically means your employees use the company's products on a daily basis. The idea behind it is that they will put more effort into design and creation if they're forced to use those products. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually forcing managers to eat real dog food. And these weren't rinky-dink little managers either. These were guys in the big time, making six figures and beyond, and they were expected to toe the line no matter what. And when you make that kind of money, you are expected to toe the line. And you better believe that they did it. Well, the very idea sickens me, being forced to eat dog food. Now, if it were because of extreme poverty or something like that, I wouldn't think twice about it, and I would do what I could to help a person out who was in that situation. But this was anything but extreme poverty. On the contrary, these were very wealthy men, and they got that way by doing what they were told to do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it disgusts me. Imagine being told that you had no choice but to gobble down some dog food, and if you didn't do it, you'd lose your oh-so-cushy job. The job that thousands of other people were waiting in the wings to snatch up just as soon as you left, so that they could chow down on the dog food. Well, you got that big show-off mortgage, a wife with exclusive tastes, several children that are need machines, always asking for more and more. You look around yourself and everyone else is doing it, so what's the big deal? It's not like you're the only one with a plate of dog food in front of you. Everyone's got one and they're all laughing as if it's nothing. Don't want to lose that six-figure bonus, do you? And the traveling perks every year to Hawaii? Come on. All you have to do is eat this dog food, and remember, everyone else is doing it. Well, it's sickening, and I absolutely would not ever do it. Now you might say, oh, what's the big deal? Who cares? A little bit of dog food, a little bit of embarrassment. But just look at all that money. Would you really turn that down for your so-called principles? As a matter of fact, dear, I would. My repulsion for this goes way beyond the actual dog food itself. After all, that's down the hatch in a minute flat, right? But it's not about the dog food. Imagine, just imagine, having the power to demand your employees do such a thing. Imagine how twisted you must be to watch them squirm with disgust and gulp it down. Imagine being able to crush them financially, destroy their reputations, foreclose their mortgages, incite likely divorce, etc., if they don't bow to your demands, no matter how outrageously disgusting. Imagine being the eater. Imagine talking yourself into it and saying, it's no big deal and who cares, and it's just a once-in-a-while thing. And you have to, because you got nowhere else to go. No one else wants to hire someone who isn't all in 100%. No one wants to hire someone who thinks for himself. They want obedience. They want allegiance. So give it to them. Imagine how tense the room must be. Imagine dying 1,000 deaths inside from humiliation and self-disgust. Imagine slowly losing that independent part of yourself that makes you human, that makes you free and not enslaved. And most importantly, imagine allowing yourself to be abused so terribly, and all for money, for power, for position. Some people might laugh at me and tell me they'll gladly eat the dog food and laugh all the way to the bank while I sit out in poverty land. Some people might ask, where are your principles going to get you when you're 70 years old? I'm going to be basking by the pool in my mansion. You'll continue to enjoy your off-grid cabin with the outhouse. And a lot of people might feel that way. But here's how I feel about it. I would never do it. Never. I would not compromise my integrity. I would not allow somebody to force me into such a humiliating situation. I would not make money my God. I would not do something I know is wrong and disgusting just so I could go along to get along. I would not feed the ego of such a psychopath. Because where does it end? The answer is it doesn't end, and you will be expected to give up more and more and more of yourself until you're nothing but a crumpled meat bag. There are all kinds of people in the world. Most people would eat the dog food, and that's why the world is in the mess that it's in. Some people, like me, would not eat the dog food. There is a difference between us, an enormous chasm between us that cannot be crossed. We are not alike. I still have a soul. I'm still free. What have you got?